unveiling of the video of Marjan Beach. Joining me here on stage, Mr. Graham Hallett, Chief Development Officer at Marjan.
Where Ras Al Khaimah's sea and desert meet, Marjan Beach sets a new benchmark for waterfront living. Spanning a 3-kilometer coastline, it is a complete destination of modern neighborhoods, vibrant open spaces, and cultural anchors. A continuous corniche, a rare public beach, and extensive green networks bring life to the outdoors year-round. Covering 85 million square feet, Marjan Beach will deliver 22,000 residential units, 12,000 hotel keys, and 3.5 million square feet of retail. Alongside schools, workplaces, and civic institutions. Anchoring the district are a convention center, a regional retail hub, and a botanical garden. Making it a center of culture and commerce, with more than 9 million square feet of parks and open spaces. From land to sea, from community to culture, Marjan Beach is designed to inspire and to define the next chapter of Ras Al Khaimah's growth.
So when we speak about Marjan Beach, it's the activities that we are creating in this master plan. It's the nodes that we are designing carefully. And if you noticed, all of the design is being toward livability in Ras Al Khaimah. Livability was key when we started looking at this master plan, and we designed all of these spaces based on livability. We want active commercial streets. We want green parks and corridors. We want to focus on outdoor comfort and livability around that outdoor comfort. And while doing that, we prioritize ecology. And that's how we maintain Ras Al Khaimah identity.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to stress that that was not a video that you were watching. That's something called digital twin. A digital twin is actually design brought to reality. So what you're seeing here are actual street widths, are actual sizes of parks, and our actual building masses. So this is authentic. We want to be authentic to you, to our investors, to people who live here, to people who work here, to people who visit here. And it is very, very important that we don't just promise a dream from a video, we actually do it from reality. We've worked with Gensler, as Tariq has mentioned, for the last 3 years, 2 years on this project. And we've established with the vision of His Highness Sheikh Saud, and indeed all of the leadership team, key identity factors that create not only Al Marjan Island or the beach district, but actually far and wide through Ras Al Khaimah. This master plan, you will see that the beach is 3 kilometers, but it's not 3 kilometers. We have integrated all of our partners around the Marjan beach. We have integrated Rakis, who are actually part of the engine that generates jobs, and we've created a tech flex zone. We've incorporated and stitched in our friends at Alhambra and brought in community hamlets. So we've taken a long time to not only have Marjan Beach as the place to be, but we've also connected it to the surrounding areas. And that's not just the surrounding areas. Here on the screen you see the Wynn Boulevard. The Wynn Boulevard connects the integrated resort of Wynn through the beach district to the 311, to the 611, to Dubai and the other Emirates. We have just signed contracts of over $1 billion dirhams to create this, and it's happening now. We do apologize for the traffic mess. That will be over in 12 months. You will also note that the Wynn Boulevard is actually lowered. Very often you'll find in the UAE areas leveled, and then you have junctions and cars above ground. We very much looked at bringing this community to be walkable, to be livable, and to be connected, but connected in such a way that it doesn't affect the human scale. So the main roads are either lower or a little bit higher, which allows the pathways and the greenery that you physically see here be connected to the whole community, but also not have the noise or the pollution, which the greenery helps, or in fact the visual of highways going through our community. What we also see coming up on the screen is what we've been talking about, which is ecology. We are really excited. Ras Al Khaimah, we believe, is our green emirate. What you see all around you here and on the way in, what you see in Al Marjan Island, we do not use one drop of water. All of our water that we use for greenery is regenerated. This greenery is real. This will happen. At minimum, it's 100 meters wide, and it's going to connect the whole community as a ring, which will introduce community spaces, food and beverage spaces, play spaces, and also integrate schools and education by actually putting the sports activities that they need into these spaces so that they can be integrated back into the community at nights and weekends. So there's a lot of thought here. With regards to the ecology, our whole stormwater system, and if we all experienced it a year or a year and a half ago with the rains, the world is changing. Along with Gensler, MT planners and specialists, we've looked at the whole network of reusing our stormwater, but also using these parks as an overflow. And by creating terrain that's not flat, that allows us to be resilient to perhaps future rainstorms, whilst also reusing it into the system. We also believe, we did think that at one stage we wanted to bring the sea into the land, but we honestly believe we can create greater value for our investors and the properties bordering those green spaces in the long run. So we have green spaces with added value of apartment and living and hotels, and we have a walkable beach frontage that can easily connect into it. This being the Wynn Boulevard, we are also putting pedestrian-only bridges over our highways, so that again will be usable for our community. And going back to what Abdullah has mentioned, livability. Our driver for Marjan Beach, our driver for Ras Al Khaimah, is it's going to be a great place to live. It's going to be a great place to visit. It's also going to be a great place to shop. We are looking at outdoor cooling comfort. You'll see on the right-hand side here, we will have vegetation like that, we will have shading. We've actually orientated, if you see on my right over here, we've orientated all of the buildings to allow the prevailing wind that we're blessed with here to go through those buildings. And the building heights are different. Our investors are working with us with our design guidelines to have different building heights, which will give different pressures and will allow that air movement back on the street. So the livability is not only linked to connections, it's not only linked to community, it's not only linked to the beach, it's also linked to education. And we do not intend in Ras Al Khaimah to have an education hub. We intend to bring education to our communities. These are 15-minute communities. We want people to live and study and walk or bicycle to school. And that's really important. So we have planned in 3 or 4 educational establishments linked into the greenery as well. So, Ras Al Khaimah, we have the beach, we have the sea, we have the beach, we have the desert, and we have the mountains. And you can see that here. We actually intentionally created a pinnacle on this screen here for the bridge. That wasn't to narrow the bridge crossing, that was to ensure that the quality of water that you see here is to international standards in recirculation, tidal, wave generation. Indeed, when we have done this, it has improved that circulation. Once we come onto the beach, it's been extraordinarily exciting working with our colleagues up in Stephen Rock and Racknor in the quarries. The sand that we are creating today is the same grade and quality as Maldivian sand. It is a true beach destination with true tidal and wave action and a clear sea. We then come on to seeing the green network and the stitching in of the Alhambra community in the far right-hand corner and ensuring that we bring together all of the communities around us. So lastly, just looking at the whole of Marjan Beach, it's an incredibly exciting opportunity that we have started work on, that we've invested already billions of dirhams in the infrastructure, and it is authentic and real. We look forward to you joining us. Thank you very much.